if somebody from Ireland calls you for a party, will you come over? If you're not allowed to pick yourself for Team Ireland, who would you pick?
That's a hard one. The team's working really well at the moment.
Brought to you by BeforeMX.com, the classified ads website for everything off-road.
Hello and welcome to round 5 of the British Championship from here in Desertmartin, and we're going to do things a little bit differently today. We're not going to cover all the races as per usual, but plenty of rider interviews to keep you interested all the same, and a bit of bike footage along the way. So the Cookstown Club, as always, have prepared a track to perfection, and we look forward to a great day's racing and to see what's to come. And a thing that I think is important to note at this event especially is the Irish team for the Motocross of Nations and who's going to be picked. Obviously Philip McCullough with a hard job to do, but we try and get some of the riders' perspectives on it and see who thinks that they're maybe deserving or what they can bring to the team, and try and keep an eye on the performances today to see who you might pick at home. But obviously if you have an idea as to who you'd like to see race and represent Team Ireland, feel free to write in the comments down below and we can have a chat and debate about it to see who's up. But let's get into some of the action from today here in Desertmartin, where we have round 5 of the British Championship. Alright, we're catching up here at Stewart Edmonds. Stewart, I think it's your first time racing in Ireland this year. How's Desertmartin going for you today?
Yeah, it's great. It's nice to be back racing here at home. The track's amazing. Still a little bit fast compared to what we're used to, but it's unreal. The track's prepped really, really well. Billy and the guys and the club done an absolute amazing job, it's like they always do. Just prepping it for the British Championship, so yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Absolutely great. And we have the Motocross of Nations Team Ireland pick coming up as well, and I'd just like to hear from you what you think you could bring to the team if you're picked.
Yeah, definitely. I've been to Aston race a GP there. It's a really, really hard track. I'm not going to lie to anyone there. It's probably one of the hardest tracks I've ever rode, and I've managed to get a GP point. And just for me to bring, I would just bring my experience, I suppose, and the fitness that I've got behind my belt. I know I'm fit. I'm good for a good 35-minute moto, and that's mainly what I can be. And I'm still building on what I'm doing now, so it can only get better for me from here on out.
Yeah, and the last question now for the riders today is, if you're not allowed to pick yourself for Team Ireland, who would you pick?
That's a hard one. A lot of the riders are doing really well this year. They've all stepped it up, which is good. Jason Meara, John Meara, James Mackel's riding really well. Also Jake Sheridan, I'd put him down as well. Obviously Martin's there. There's a lot of riders, but individually I probably couldn't pick one rider individual, but they're all there and they're all riding really, really well. So
okay, so no definite three rider pick from you? Or?
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Okay, that's great, George. Thanks for talking to us today and best of luck in the second race.
Cheers, thank you.
Alright, so we're catching up here with Jason Meara after the second race today. Jason, you got off to a good start in Desertmartin in the first one, but it didn't go quite your way in the second.
No, yeah, with a very good first race there. We got a decent start and hung in there. We ended up with third in the end. A few people dropped out. I was over the moon with that, to be honest with you, and then second race was feeling good. I got a real good start, and then I got bumped wide in the second turn, and I just couldn't really find my rhythm, to be honest with you, and then I ended up going down about halfway through. I think I was running inside the top 10, but couldn't get going again once I got back up. Just made a fool out of myself, to be honest with you, but that's racing, isn't it? We'll come back.
Well, I don't think I'll go that far as make a fool out of yourself. I think you did a pretty good result overall today, but maybe that's the mentality you need to be on top in this sport, that you're not happy with anything that's I don't know, a little bit below standard.
Yeah, well, I mean, whenever you look at, I rode real good in the first race, and I was, to be honest with you, even when I was in the top 10, I didn't feel like I was riding good in that second race, and there's just no excuse. It's completely down to myself. I rid like an idiot, and that was it.
Fair enough. Right, well, I have one more question for you then. So we have the Team Ireland team to be picked for the Motocross of Nations, and just if you were to be picked yourself, what do you think you could bring to Team Ireland?
I think I could bring a lot of heart. You know, if you're there representing your country, I'd be riding with my heart in my sleeve, be giving it 110% every time, and Yeah, Philip's a tough decision to make, but I'm sure he'll make the right decision.
Yeah, and do you think you'll be well prepared for the Aston circuit, the sand that's over there?
Yeah, I think I've never been, but I've watched it on TV and stuff, and it looks like my type of going, big wavy sand rollers and stuff. But yeah, as I say, it's up to Philip. He'll pick the team, and whatever it'll be will be.
Okay, absolutely. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today, Jason, and the best of luck for the rest of the National Irish Championship as well.
Thank you very much.
Alright,
So we're catching up here with Martin Barr. Martin, you've done a bit of racing in Ireland this season, but how's your day going so far in Desertmartin?
Yeah, not too bad. As you said, it's we've been doing a few Ulster Championships and stuff, but we're here today for the round 5 of the British Championship. The day started off not too bad, 5th in qualifying, 3rd in the first race there. Although we had a bit of a problem just before half distance, I lost my rear brake, so it was tough to push on. I just kind of had to basically bring it home. I couldn't push into the corners the way I wanted to and stuff, but yeah, still finished 3rd, so it was a solid result for the first one, and looking forward for the next one.
alright. And a big thing on everyone's mind this weekend is about the Motocross of Nations pick for Team Ireland. What do you think you could bring to the team if you're picked?
Well, obviously, if I'm picked again, it'll be my 15th Motocross of Nations for Team Ireland, so I bring a lot of experience. I'm a bit older than the other guys that's coming up through, but I'm not ready to back down yet. I'm still feeling really good, putting all the work and effort in, and my speed and all there is still there. So it's going to be tough for Philip McCulloch to make the choice this year, but it's really good. It's healthy for Team Ireland because there is a lot of names in the mix.
Absolutely.
And the question I've been asking the riders today is, if you weren't allowed to pick yourself for Team Ireland, who would you pick?
It's a tough one, with it being Aston, it's a very man-made circuit. Nobody's ever rode it before. I'm lucky enough I have with the European Championship, so you can practice all day in the sand wherever you want, but you go there, it's a totally different mix, so it'd be a tough one. Obviously you have to, you can't go by the people who's doing the British Championship, the MX Nationals. It's up in there week in, week out, mixing it with the best, but yeah, it'd definitely be a tough call.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, thanks for speaking with us, Martin, and best of luck for the rest of today's race.
No problem, thank you.
Right, so we're catching up here with Glenn McCormick at the British in Desertmartin. Glenn, first race has just finished. How did it go for you?
Really good. It got a really good start. The second, sort of tried to hang in there with Vasson, but geez, he's fast. Like he put the hammer down, and then I think also went by me. And I sat third, around 3rd and 4th, and then Martin went by me, and I just tried to stick on Martin a little bit because I've been practicing quite a bit with him. So just tried to use him to gauge off and try and follow and pull me on a little bit and just try and keep going forward because it's very hard out there at that pace. It's hard to keep going and just keep concentrating and going forward. So yeah, I just done that, and I think last 3 or 4 laps there, Josh got by me and sort of tried to follow him as well a little bit, and then didn't actually realise Walsh was behind me, and then the 2 corners to go got by me. I made a mistake. I just heard him last minute and end up finishing 2nd, which is 6th, which is my best result yet. So it was really good, and the atmosphere on the track, the people everyone cheering, it's insane.
Yeah, it's a brilliant round for the Irish riders here in Desertmartin. All right, and well done on your best position of the season so far. The other question I had for you then, Glenn, was the pick for the Motocross of Nations. Everybody's trying to figure out who's going to be on it. What would you think you could bring to the team if you were picked?
I think over here everyone's quite on an even playing field. Everyone's really up to their game, so obviously there's going to be somebody fresh into it, and it's going to be a big experience. So it's just going to be that being able to keep your head under. It's going to be a lot of pressure. So it is, but just be obviously trying to keep my head on that sort of side of things and keep cool with the whole thing and just use it as a learning curve. I think because the first year that's going to be it's a big step. Sorry, rest of racing the British here, but that's something else again. So it is.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Glenn. Well, look, we wish you the very best of luck for race 2 here today in Desertmartin. Thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Alright, so we're catching up here with John Meara. John turned up for round 5 of the British Championship in Desertmartin. Poor starts didn't help you out today. How do you feel overall about it?
Yeah, I came not really expecting too much of myself. Didn't have a great qualifying. It was 19th, which didn't give me a good gate position. So 2 very, very bad starts. It made life hard for myself, but I worked hard all day, give it me all, and ended up with 7:13 scorecard. So overall, I'm happy with the way I rode. The second race, it didn't ride to what it can ride like, but it is what it is. I'm happy enough overall, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a different race format than what we have in the National Irish as well. So you're the overall winner in Derry Arkin, I believe, and a couple of longer races today, but only 2 to contend with. Do you think the competition and the people you're racing against in the way today was kind of something to get used to as well?
Yeah, well, obviously, Ireland, there's maybe 5-6 boys that can, run the pace, max to win races. Whenever you ride a British Championship, there's anywhere from about 4th or 5th through to about 17th is all sort of within 2 seconds of each other. So it's all, the Maxxis British is all about getting a good start, and unfortunately I got 2 poor ones a day, but just keep plugging away, and looking forward to jumping into another round then later on in the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I saw in the qualifying times that it's like 10 riders within a second or something, so it's a really tight competition. But the last thing I'm going to ask you here today is, if you're picked for Team Ireland, what do you think you could bring to the team? What could you bring?
Well, I'll bring youth. I'll give it me all. Every time you go out on the bike, you give it your all. So it'll be interesting to see. Philip definitely has a tough decision ahead of him, but 100% everyone's going to have to just get behind whoever's picked, and wish them all the best. Yeah,
definitely. I think all the boys who were in a chance representing Team Ireland made a great effort this weekend at Desertmartin anyway. Well done, John, for your result today, and best of luck for the National Irish Championship as well.
Thanks very much.
We're catching up here with Jordan McCaw. Jordan, just tell us a little bit about Desertmartin for you today. We're just finished race 1.
Yeah, really good. Unfortunately, I had a crash, first turn crash there, but dead last, but I charged through, got a really good first 10 minutes on, get back on the end of the bunch, and got myself up to 19th. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. There's first British Championship points, so we're going out for it again, Moto 2 here. Just petty a crash at the start, maybe could have been pushing for a top 15 there, but it's one of them things, and I'll keep it going for the next race.
Point scoring position anyway, but a question that's hot on everyone's lips at the moment is the Team Ireland pick for the Motocross of Nations. So if you were to be picked, what do you think you could bring to the team?
Yeah, bring a bit of determination, it's one of them. My results haven't been great this year, but they've just been steady, but the other guys, they've really been on it. But if I was picked, I wouldn't be turning it down, but like that there, but it's a big event, and the guys that are picked, I'm sure will give 100%.
Absolutely, yeah. And I suppose if you weren't allowed to pick yourself, who would you pick for Team Ireland, the top 3?
I think my 3 picks would be Martin Barr. You can never go by Martin Barr now. Jason Meara has been riding unreal at the minute as well, so I think Martin Barr, Jason Meara, and Glenn McCormick, put him in the 250, then them 2 boys in the 450. It'd be hard to beat.
Yeah, alright, fair enough then, Jordan. Thanks for speaking with us today, and the best of luck in the second race. Thank you. Alright, we're catching up here with Jeffrey Herlings. Jeffrey, welcome to Ireland. Is this a track you'd like to ride yourself?
Yeah, definitely. If you just look outside, you know, it's like sandy track. So as a sandman, I wish I would be racing, but maybe in the future, one day.
Yeah, definitely. And is there anything else that interests you in Ireland coming here today? Are you interested in road racing or anything else about this country?
Yeah, definitely. You know, since I came here, I really enjoyed my time. I'm here with the Milwaukee crew for the weekend, so really enjoyed my time. The people out here are really nice and friendly, and especially the landscape. You know, it's been it's the first time I've been in Ireland for, so it's pretty amazing to be here, and definitely enjoyed my time.
Yeah, beautiful country. And one last question then. Hypothetically speaking, your foot is better, you're in Aston for the Motocross of Nations, you and Team Netherlands have won. If somebody from Ireland calls you for a party, will you come over?
If we win, yeah, but you know, we've been finishing second, I think, for 3 years in a row now, so we're sick of getting second. We need a win, but my main priority right now is just to get healthy, then get fit, then get back to racing, and then hopefully get back to winning. So we still have some steps to do before we're winning.
Well, the best of luck with all that, Jeffrey. Thank you for your time and safe home.
Alright, appreciate it.
So we're catching up here with Hitachi KTM, fueled by Milwaukee's team manager Roger McGee. Roger, a home round for your team, and you're happy to see Bass Vasson on top.
Yes, I knew whenever I saw the track on Easter Monday that it certainly would suit Bass Vasson and Conrad Muse, but unfortunately, as we know, Conrad got hurt at the beginning of June, and we came with one rider today, and he did the business for us. Just a pity we didn't get the 2 wins, but the championship's still a good long way to go. We closed the gap on the leaders, and the pressure's on them now because they're having to defend. So all we have to do is do our best, and the team's working really well at the moment. All the mechanics, hospitality staff, they're putting in 110%, and obviously Bass with the rider as well. And hopefully for the last couple of rounds Conrad will be back, and he'll be able to mix it up with the guys as well.
Absolutely, yeah. I think you've got a bit of momentum behind Bass now. Maybe a little bit of a slower start to the GP series, but happy enough overall with how things are going for now.
Yeah, obviously he was coming off Japanese machinery onto KTM, but he's really gelled with it in the past few weeks. Confidence is up, and hopefully at the next few GPs we can get more points. He's up to 9th overall in the GP series, and come Lommel, whenever we're back in the sand, then who knows what can happen, because that event's been very good to us over the years with podiums and winning. So we'll wait and see.
Absolutely, yeah. And Hitachi and Milwaukee, of course, the main sponsors for your team, and Milwaukee managing to put in an effort here to get Jeffrey Herlings over for the day. What do you think that means for the sport here?
Yeah, well, by the length of the queue that we had today, you know, we thought the autograph signing would take like 20 minutes, half an hour. They ended up over an hour, and Jeffrey was his professional self, representing KTM very well, and obviously Milwaukee as a personal sponsor. And we're very pleased to welcome all the Hitachi and Milwaukee guests today, and we hope they had a good day, and obviously we got the result which everybody looks for.
Absolutely. All right, well, thanks very much for your time today, Roger, and well done to your team for Bass's win today.
Okay, thank you very much.
So that's it here, Desertmartin, for round 5 of the British Championship, and you can see the professional boys doing the proper interviews in here behind me. But overall it was a good day's racing here again, and the weather helped us out, so we're happy to see that. A couple of showers this morning when we came in, but overall I think the day ran off pretty well. Keen to see what the pick will be now for the Irish team for the Motocross of Nations. Philip McCullough, of course, with a lot to consider, but definitely all the Irish riders wearing their heart on their sleeve and putting everything into this race here today. So be sure and come back next year if the British comes back to Desertmartin. Great to see the big crowds here, and we catch you the next round of the National Irish Championship from this track again, where we'll see who can pick up from the last round at Derry Arkin.